Well, the nation's education leader is criticizing cuts being made to Wisconsin schools.
Political reporter Jessica Arp was at East High School today, where the education secretary says the state should commit more money to schools and teachers. Jess?
Well, that's right. While never mentioning the governor by name, Education Secretary Arne Duncan said that states should not be cutting back on funding to schools and universities and instead should be paying teachers much more.
What is your opinion on how much standardized testing should be emphasized?
What do you plan to do to raise the graduation rates for minority students?
How, over the next few years, can we protect your music and other fine arts programs?
Inquiring East High School minds wanted to know,
what are your thoughts about the skyrocketing price of college?
When the nation's top education official shared more about college costs and how he believes teachers should be paid.
Would you be in favor of raising teacher wages to compete with these countries that are ahead of us academically?
I think we have beaten down teachers in our country. We have demonized them, and we have to elevate and strengthen the teaching profession. And to do that, I've talked very publicly, I think we should double starting salaries for teachers. I think a great teacher should be able to make $120,000, $130,000, $140,000, $150,000, not when they're 55, but when they're 32 or 35.
When we asked Duncan where school districts or the state would find the money for that investment, he said the federal government was doing its part.
This is about shared responsibility, so all of us have to, we have to participate at the federal level, and I talked about President flatlined the rest of domestic spending and asking for $1.7 billion in additional money for education because we feel it's an investment, so hold us accountable for that. But we have to do that, states have to do that, districts have to do that as well.
Governor Scott Walker, when asked about the idea, says his policies are part of the solution.
He wants to pay great teachers a larger amount. Under collective bargaining, you can't distinguish between great teachers and those that are mediocre or poor. The only way you can make those changes, the only way local school boards and superintendents can reward excellence in education is through the reforms we put into place.
Duncan said today that that wasn't true, and school districts like Denver and Baltimore had worked with unions to create programs to pay younger teachers more. The governor said removing collective bargaining would allow teachers to be rewarded on merit for the first time in the state's history. He wouldn't comment on whether he thought teachers should be paid that much.
Certainly a lot of questions by those kids, though. Thanks, Jessica.